Alright, we're watching Murderhorse, who is playing Diva and Sigma with a little bit of Ramattra, recent Ryan, wow. On King's Row, this is Platinum 3 on console. Here's a game. I felt I did good, but we still lost, so I have something to improve on. I definitely made some mistakes this game, usually going in when I shouldn't have. May messes me up for a while. I've got a ways to go mechanically too. I guess I'm generally looking for general hero and positioning tips. Maybe you can notice some mistakes I made that I didn't. Okay, so let's take a look. I shoot off snipers, which is great. So you already saw a double sniper right there. You saw Widow and Hanzo, hopefully. So you understand, like, hey, look, just shield off from my team, but allows me to get very aggressive because the snipers aren't a problem for me, right? So I can be very, very aggressive, constantly pushing them off their angles because they're not a high damage lineup, right? If they're like a Cassidy, Reaper, Junkrat, whatever, I have to be much more careful. But against snipers, not in any danger. This is a terrible grasp. A general rule for grasp is either use it to eat an important cooldown, like let's say sleep, or, and that's so rare, I'd say like that's like 10% of the time, or use grasp when you're like half health and everyone's targeting to try to focus you down. Using grasp at full health is a major mistake. And maybe you're like trying to save the Symmetra here, but there is no way the Symmetra is in danger right now, right? The Symmetra has 2/3, 3/4 health, you have all your supports alive, and she's around cover, and the only one who was shooting at her is a Diva. There's 0% chance that this Symmetra dies. Even if this is a GM Diva, she has no ability to kill the Symmetra in this situation. This is a terrible grasp. Like, you should not think of grasp as, oh, let me get some health at the start of the fight to like use that health to fight. Like, that's not the point of grasp. I think it's a good rock while she was DMing. Right on, that could have been a DMAC. You DMAC her anyway. By the way, fun tip for Diva is that when she gets DMAC right now, if you fire another 2 shots straight into the mech right now, it will damage her as she comes out. So that will do like 80 damage to her, which will make her life a lot easier. That works for a lot of heroes, by the way. For example, Zarya, you can right click her right when the mech is blowing up to also get the splash damage on her. Soldier healing, stuff like that. Yeah, that's fine. I think focusing. I think your soldier's in, so going in right now is the right call. Great, double kill. We'll take it. Cool. Aim so far is good. Yeah, I mean, no problems with the aim. Be spamming, right? Always spamming. Sigma has no ammo, right? No, doesn't need to reload. Always be spamming. Always be spamming. This is another mistake with Sigma, with grasp. Right? I feel like you do it because you like want to reduce resources drained from your supports, but your supports get ult charge from healing you too, don't forget. So it's not that big a deal, right? Like, don't waste grasp this way, because then if you get pushed in aggressively, you don't have grasp to save yourself. Like, if I'm Diva and I see that you've used grasp, but I didn't push you aggressively because there's nothing you can do to stop me now that your grasp is down. Okay, they swapped to Mei. So now that they have a Mei, you should not be playing forward of the choke. This is a huge mistake to walk this far forwards. Right, just play back. Don't do this. Remember that Mei can also burst you through. So now you're in trouble, very clearly. And this is a great example of why when you don't have grasp, it makes you vulnerable, right? Right now, if you grasp, you're totally safe. The only thing that could damage you is Mei's Frost Beam for 100 damage a second, right? But without grasp, you could potentially take 400, 500 damage per second right now. Now you take a lot of damage, you don't have your shield, and you die. This is really sloppy, right? And this is what I'm saying. It's like, don't use grasp early. There's no reason to do so. Also, don't let your shield die here. Like, there's no reason for anything's happening. You were perfectly safe. You have the Symmetra turrets. Your team has choke control. You completely throw this away by trying to play forward right now without shield and without grasp. That's no reason for this to have happened. And with you dead, fight's over. Alright, try to save. Yep, definitely recontestable. Sim's got fully charged beam. Walled it out. Great. You should have hit that. Again, why are you grasping? This is really bad. Like, I don't know why your grasps come out for like no clear reason. Just keep spamming, right? Don't stop spamming. Like, your team has to be careful about snipers. You do not. Like, there's almost no way a sniper can kill you. Like, just keep spamming, farm ulti as soon as you possibly can. This grass is okay because the soldier did get low. Right? So, but the problem is now you step forward for it, which is a mistake. Right? I think you should have grasped and walked backwards with the soldier. I mean, like, if the soldier wants to stay out there, that's her fault. Like, there's only so much that you can do. And then now you should turn and realize, hey, look, there's a wall behind me, but there is a gap. You can use the gap to get out. You try to ulti over here, which is a big mistake. So, first of all, Blizzard's going off, so you're going to get frozen, so it's going to get canceled anyway, so that's problem number one. Problem number two is when you grasp people, you must decide, hey, am I going to kill them, or is my team going to kill them? Right? That's a pretty universal, like, tank ulti policy, right? For Shatter, for Grav, for Flux, am I going to kill them, or is my team going to kill them? If I'm going to kill them, I better have enough health and the ability to attack them, number one. Number two, if my team's going to kill them, I need to make sure they have LOS. The problem here is this lift is not in a great position for your team to have LOS. So you see how the Ana gets lifted here, low down, so your team will have to peek pretty aggressively to get this angle to attack, plus your Diva can matrix. Number two is the Mercy gets lifted, but like your team is usually playing tight here, so they don't have any ability to see the Mercy. Right? Versus if the enemy team was right here and you lift them straight up, this is great, right? If you could lift them right here, everybody can see them and they die. So you've made numerous errors here, right? You're too far forwards, you got walled off, you could have still escaped with wall, but instead of escaping, you double down and try to go back in, right? You still can leave. Right now, you're full health, you're full of your shield. You can just leave right now and go back through that gap. Right? Then Mei ulti gets popped, and instead of just like dying here or whatever, you decide to waste flux. So numerous errors. You effectively lost this fight and the next fight because you wasted flux. Like that stuff really costs you. Imagine you're in flux right now. Right? 5-man flux right there. You sleep. I think that's pretty much the only option you have because you have to contest this point. So I think that's fine. I think the only slight difference I would have made is I would have tried to stay at the edge of the point and just swinging back and forth with flux to try to keep myself alive. Versus you go this way, which exposes your backside to the Ana and the Mei, which causes you to get slept, which causes you to die. So I still don't think it would have changed the outcome of the fight. I mean, Coalescence is up, so like maybe, but you know, you might as well try, right? You're gonna come forwards. Don't throw that rock. Do not look at rock as, oh, I'm just going to throw rock for extra damage. It really doesn't increase damage. It doesn't do a lot of damage. It only does 80 damage, right? Save rock for actual kills, right? Kills or kill potentials or to interrupt people or knock them back or whatever, right? Again, another bad flux. Doesn't do anything for you. Missiles are popped. Keep attacking, right? You have to farm your ulti back. That's a terrible rock. That you just fire straight into the cart. Like, again, rock would be so helpful right now, right? You rock the Mei, attack, as long as anybody does like 10 damage, the Mei instantly dies before she can pump block. Now she would instantly die with block from you alone, right? A rock here either forces her to use block or she dies, right? With the one-shot combo. I feel like I need to make a guide on the one-shot combo because of how often I see Sigma's not doing it. This all is fine, right? Regenerating shield. Again, I think this is an okay rock. Like, I'm not thrilled with it. I would have preferred to save it, but I think it's not terrible either, right? Demector, great. Mei has no block right now, so I push aggressively. Push, right? Keep pushing, don't stop. Right? I would throw... Oh, you actually don't shoot your shield. You have to lower your shield earlier. Now I would go back, because wall's going to come up soon. Again, not a time that you really need grasp, right? Like, your team should be behind you, it's fine. You had shield there, you could just take cover. So ideally, give up as few corners as you can, right? Don't play this corner, play this corner. That way they have to fight for this corner, and then they have to fight for this corner, right? The further back you could force this fight, the better it will go, because you'll have more time if you lose the fight to come back and contest again, right? So for example, think about it. Let's say you backed all the way up to this corner, and you hold this corner. If they win this fight, they're going to cap, clearly. Right? Because you're not going to be able to come back in time and contest. So the further up you can hold, assuming it's safe to do so, you should. Because it gives you more time. That general principle of time is so important. I have no idea what the heck you're doing right now. This is a massive mistake. I think you're trying to take high ground. This high ground is going to be useless to you. Because Sigma's range is not far enough, right? Again, another spam rock that doesn't do anything. I know you hear someone on the left. It's a baby diva. This is crazy. See, if you had rock right now, this would be easy kill. It's a good wall, right? Good kill on the Ana. Like, the mechanics of aiming itself are not a problem for you. I think your aim is fine, totally fine. For your rank, totally fine. I can totally see this being in diamond for console. Yeah, I think this aim is probably good enough for diamond. Your issue is not your aim at all. Oh man, 360 makes me dizzy. Again, another bad grasp. That shield's... Oh my god. So, there's no reason to be popping shield right now. Like, shield's only at 273, you know? Like, I think you have to recognize, like, when is the shield actually needed? Like, the shield is not super needed right now. Take it down. Yeah, take it down. Chill. I don't know if I would take a teleporter, right? Step forward right now. Like, great, fine. Don't throw the shield. This shield, even if they're there, is not super helpful because it's a weird angle, right? Then your shield's on cooldown. You should release shield immediately, but I don't even know that you could have gotten back in time. As soon as your bomb, you should release it right now. You should have released it, like, and then do your best. But like at this point, like DB bomb is just good. Nothing you can do. You should have thrown rock to interrupt the mercy res. Now this is a die or get out situation, and you're gonna do neither one. This is like one of the worst possible mistakes that you can make in Overwatch. When the team fight is over, you only have 2 up. Like, we can all agree right now, there's no way you can win this fight, right? There's only 2 of you alive versus 4 of them, soon to be 5 as soon as that res goes off. What does that mean? This fight's over, correct? When the fight is over, you have 2 options. Die right away, or get out and regroup your team. The worst thing you can do is what you end up doing, which is where you try to get out and then die, because you end up crazy staggered and not able to come back and fight with your team. Okay, like this is like completely unacceptable. Look at the fact that your team is already spawned right now, right? And you're gonna see how far back you end up being spawned at this point. Like this can't happen. It's okay. It's okay to die when the fight is over. I want to emphasize that. Like people are always like, "Oh, don't die, don't die, don't die." No, 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 no. Your objective should not be to not die ever. It should be when the team fight's over, then you can freely die. So notice that your front team members are already all the way up to here. You just spawned.
Now to begin again. The experiment is ready.
So I'm going to play this out in real time and not skip to just show you how far back you are. Right? Teleporter is luckily able to help you regroup here, but like without teleporter, like you would be so far back right now. You're very lucky to get back to have this contest. Without a sim, this would not have been possible. They would have been able to cap. I would have fluxed here just to deal with the Hanzo alone. Right? The Hanzo himself is going to be a big problem. This is okay. That works. So when you flux, remember it does 50 damage plus 50% of their health. Okay? So for Mei, 200 health heroes is easy. Just one of your 2 hyperspheres, yeah, one of your 2 spheres would kill them. For a Mei, 50 plus 50% is 175, so you're going to need both directs in order to kill her. So after she gets lifted, this should have been a hit. You miss it, obviously. Then you should have hit her to the ground. You miss all 4. That can't happen. Right? In the same way that Genji can't pop Blade, not get kills, Soldier can't pop Visor, not get kills, right? Ryan can't pop Shadow, not get kills. You gotta get kills with Flux. You don't get kills with Flux, you're throwing. It's just the brutal, honest truth. You will lose a lot of games if you cannot get kills with Flux. It's just a mechanics thing, right? Just take your time after the lift, right? Line it up completely. You have plenty of time, right? Line it up, line it up, line it up. Nope, still low, still too low, right? You miss. Okay, fine. When she's on the ground, you have another chance to get attack. Nope, not good. Generally, people will back up, by the way, after they get dropped with Flux. So when she gets dropped here, you could have thought, hey, I will aim behind her, not in front of her. Because after they get Flux, they take a lot of damage. So they typically want to back up. Right. Again, another... yeah. Okay, so you definitely are not trying to eat Mei ulti, which would have been a massive play. But this is a bad Flux, A, right? D.Va's not even shooting right now, right? She's matrixing. Then, when Mei pops ulti right now, you actually have an opportunity to eat this. So where does she end up popping it? Maybe it's just easier to watch from her perspective. Yeah, I think you could have stopped this by walking forwards. So if you are going to grasp in this situation, why are you moving backwards, right? Move forwards. You going backwards, like I feel like you're baiting your teammates to be frontlining for you, despite the fact that you're a tank. Like you're full health, grasping, you should be all the way up here at the edge of the cart, holding this cart for them so they can use the cart as cover. If you back up, they're going to go past the cart, and then your team is left in the open. So this is a big mistake, and you would have coincidentally eaten Mei ulti during a period of that, which would have been big. Luckily, your sim goes back and is carrying you. I think it was an okay rock. Obviously, you missed it, but... So she fades. She's going to go fade to the left. You have to know she's going to fade to the left. Right? Chase down. Kill the Moira. It's fine. Just keep attacking. Yep. It's okay. Keep attacking. Just keep attacking right now. Like, farm another full Flux here. Keep attacking. I would throw a shield up for my Kiriko, because you see your Kiriko's super low. That's a big one to miss. Oh, no. That's actually also a big one to miss. Melee here would kill him. Now you grasp, turn towards the team. Yeah, just too slow to turn. So now you take a lot of damage unnecessarily. I would be careful. Hanzo can kill you very quickly with storm arrows. That should have been a one-shot. Right. So right here, rock, land, point at like right here at the ground. Right. Bam, bam, insta kill. Missing that is a big deal, and it's probably going to cost you the fight. I don't know that you need the grasp there, right? You're already being healed by 2 supports. I think your damage was needed more. Sim's carrying, which is great. This is just an awkward situation, right? You just hit whatever you can. That's fine. Why do this? What is your read here? Just like kill the diva, just kill the baby diva, right? Before she remechs. Like that should be priority number 1. Just eliminate heroes as fast as you can, right? Don't worry about killing the Mercy right now. Just kill the baby diva. If you kill the baby diva, the fight's already over, right? Because then they don't have a tank. Then you could go, like imagine fluxing right now. This would be so easy. You kill both, you decide to drop into a dragon. This is getting rough. Alright, Kitsune's up. You gotta get kills now. You're fluxing again, which is not the right call. You need to be killing with Kitsune. You really need to be killing with Kitsune, right? Throw the rock. No, not the diva, the Hanzo. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I mean, this is just gonna be rough, right? Like, you're just not doing anything right now. Let me kind of zoom out from the vertical view to show you kind of how ineffective you are. So, like, everything was fine pretty much up until this point, okay? Right now, just confirm the kill on the baby diva, and you're good. Fight's over. You missed the flux, right? You missed the rock. You missed the Hanzo, right? You hit the diva instead of killing her after the Hanzo. You're still attacking the diva. Now you're grasping for no reason, right? Kitsune's up right now, so you have bonus attack speed, bonus move speed, right? You should kill the Hanzo. You really need to kill the Hanzo with rock. You decide to rock the diva instead of the Hanzo, right? No, nothing is dying right now. And that's really tough because I think you have 2 supports with you, or you did have 2 supports with you, keeping you alive. So your supports are putting all their resources into you to win this fight, but you just can't. And it's because you're not using your abilities right, you're not using your you're not target prioritizing right. Like, you know, the aim is kind of off at times. Like, this is just really tough. I think this is a relatively easy to convert situation for you. With the, you know, starting from the baby, like now, obviously, like, what the heck are you gonna do, right? This is like a 3-on-5, but I think that this should have been a pretty straightforward teamfight win for you, which would have stopped the card here. And they're gonna end up pushing this. Okay, so in the interest of time, I'm gonna just jump kind of to the end. All right, so you got, oh boy, you got 60 seconds to push. How far? Oh man, all right, this is like nearly impossible. Like it doesn't matter. Like even if you got swapped with like a GM player, like this is like an incredible. Like you have to win 6 team fights. This is like not realistic to happen. I think this is an okay charge. All right, going on the Rhine or the Sigma. I think this is fine. I think once you got swung back here, once he's clearly not attacking, once he starts grasping, just keep swinging, right? This Sigma's made a mistake to start grasping there. I don't know, he's not grasping, he's just slowed. I would just keep swinging, right? Once you got past him, he's clearly not attacking you, you're safe. Attack, attack, attack. Attack, fire strike, right? Kill him. Kill him right now. Kill, 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 kill. Alright, good kill the Hanzo. Don't charge right now, you saw Rock. Oh, man. Right? You see Rock, also I think it's a bad time to charge in general, because the Zen's also looking at you. Like, the Zen can kill you so fast. Fire strike the Zen. Doesn't matter. Great. Kill Moira. Great. Great, cool. First fight over. 5 more fights to go. So keep in mind that even though this is overtime, it's not your job to stay on the card. Like, you're going to need to leave the card in order to do damage to them. I think you play slow right now. You're down 1, right? There's no... It's okay. Literally just sitting here and doing nothing is fine, because your Mei will come back and it'll be 5-5. Like, just farm multi. Just farm multi right now. Just don't die, farm multi. That would have been a really juicy fire strike. Okay. This is a big mistake. So you stay out here, you get Javelin, you should have immediately put up shield because of your vulnerable position, and now you decide to walk forward in a straight line, and then you decide to throw Fire Strike despite being visible to 5 heroes when you have, I think, 55 health? Why are you throwing Fire Strike right now? This is a throw. This is a huge throw. Like, that's just so sloppy. All you had to do here was just sit behind the cart and chill. And just chill, right? And just wait for your Mei to get back, and then start the next fight. Like, do I think you're going to win the game? Absolutely not. Right? The odds of you winning this game are like sub 10%. But you make the best of what you got, right? And the best of what you got was not standing out here where there is a Zen and a Sojourn and an Orisa and a Junkrat out here that can all obliterate you as soon as you step out into cover, out of cover like that. Okay? If you were going to do that, it should have been start Fire Strike here, come out, pop Fire Strike, immediately go back in. And that's a really important technique to have, is to be able to Fire Strike around a corner quickly while exposing yourself as little as possible. Okay, so stop there. I mean, mostly it's about your Sigma play, right? I think that you're just grasp usage is all wrong. Rock usage somewhat wrong. Shield usage is okay. Aim is good, right? Aim's actually probably better than average for your level for sure. I would say overall, but I think that there are times where you just don't know like how do I kill this hero, right? A great example is this Mei, right? Whatever. Let's pretend you didn't rock. Mei pushes. How do I kill this hero within 3 seconds? That's your perspective as like almost every tank. It's like how do I like look at this hero right now? How do I kill them? And sometimes, I mean, often they have tools to prevent you from killing, like block. That's okay. If you force block, then that's not as good as a kill, but like someone needs to force out those cooldowns for them to die eventually. So that's okay in this situation, right? I would do attack, attack, see if she blocks. No. Well, first of all, I would do attack, attack, then shield. Then if she hasn't blocked, throw block. If she blocks, I'd then back up, right? But you don't have block here, right? You don't throw a shield until relatively late. Again, and having wasted block, you lost the opportunity to try to get that kill. But like little things like that are going to happen all the time where you just don't know how to convert these kills. Right? Like you're great and like, oh, like splashing people, yeah, fine, that's fine, right? That's a good example where you could have been more aggressive and gone after the Mercy, for example. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen a lot. Also, staggering, right? That was a big one. Staggering is really big. Just right when your team fight's over, just make sure to die. All right, cool. I'm gonna stop there. Hopefully it's helpful.